All right. Hey there, fellas. We made it. It is the 3rd of July, almost the 4th of July. I missed you yesterday. I tell you, just shit is crazy. This face thing is just. All right. I know hey how, there, fellas. Whoa, there we made it. I know how it is with you. This face is tearing you up having to look at it. Well, living with it is even worse. So, welcome. I don't know if you guys will pop in. We're going to continue to be doing our stuff on Wednesdays. Okay, so that is our normal thing. Wednesday is our day. Today we just went ahead because we missed yesterday. And I wanted to catch up with you guys because I just pictured you there at home going, where is he? Where's Gary? And I didn't want to leave you waiting, especially on the 4th. And I'm going to tell you, I got some exciting stuff here for you. I've been actually up. I think I've had like 3 hours of sleep maybe in the last 30 hours or something like that. I don't know. But I'm working on some great stuff that I am very excited to show you. It says there's 5 of you watching right now. So if you are there, say hey. Oh, there's Tyrone. Tyrone, thanks. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tyler. He says yesterday he was wondering where I was. And, man, I had a bad day. God, I gotta fix this whole glitchy screen thing here. I have a green screen for the back. It just never worked all that well. But I'm gonna have to try that again because I got too much stuff glitching in now. But anyway, yeah, good to see you, Tyrone. Happy to have you back. And like I'm saying, I got some great stuff that we're working on. And what's this? Tyrone has something special by his thing. It's a crown and a number 1. I don't know what that means. What does the crown and the number 1 mean? It means you're a top fan. Whoa, that's cool. I had no idea. So welcome. Hey, if any of you other guys are there, say hi. Looks like we lost 2 people. Woo-hoo, I had 5. Now it says only 3. Oh well. All right. Anyway, let's kick on here. If it's just Tyrone and me, it's just Tyrone and me. Hey-oh. So, I'm going to try to keep it quick because it's hotter than blue blazes here. I'd like to get the dogs to the river. And honestly, I want to get this app out that I've been working on. If you do have a question, go ahead and let me know and we'll answer it. There's Steve. There's one of our blue stars. Steve, what's up? Steve, hey! Good to see you, Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy. Welcome. So if you guys have any things... Oh, look at that. He's got a thing with a number 2. And I wonder if that's just like the first people to talk. If you got like number 1 for being the first comment, number 2. So now we're going to have to fight to see who can get the first top things. Now I want someone else to say something to see if they get number 3 and number 4. This is too... Shit, man. I wonder what happened. I want to see if I can get number 3. I'm going to type, hey guys! Nope. Okay, I thought maybe I could crown myself. Can't crown myself. Alright, anyway. I'm going to show you a couple things that we're working on here I'm pretty excited about. So right now we have been working on this. Oh, there's Bluebell. Yeah, Bluebell gets number 3. Welcome, Bluebell. And look, you guys get XP points for that. So Tyrone got 75 XP. Kennedy gets 50, and Bluebell Cottage got 25. So now, oh shit, there went my chat. So now we got to figure out. Now we got to figure out what to do with the XP. There's Jams. Hey Jams, pump up the Jams, yo. So yeah. So now we got to figure out what you guys can do with the experience points. Number 3, Bluebell Cottage. Well, shit, let's go take a look here. Let's figure out what we can do with this here. Let's go over to Windows. I am fascinated now. Let's go YouTube. Let's do search YouTube live stream XP. Ah, they're testing an XP leaderboard for live streamers. You currently earn XP in 3 ways. Sending chat messages, sending super chats, which we always like because that's a blessing to me. and it's a blessing to you because you are being a blessing. You are blessed to be a blessing. So hey, blessings all around. Blessings. We're like that guy, right? The Salt Bay blessings. Sending super stickers. So what do you do with the XP? Let's find out. Let's head over to Reddit, the place of all scummy things. They're real dirtbags over on Reddit, man. Reddit is like about the scummiest place you can walk. It is the dinge bar of dinge bars. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I don't know what to do with the XP. I wonder if you guys will get XP for doing several different ones. They earn points for engaging with streams. We'll see a crown icon. When they click the crown icon, they'll be taken to the leaderboard to see the top 50 most engaged viewers. So I don't know what to do with your XP. How to use XP. All right, I guess XP just listen, get all the XP you can get. and then you'll number one. Maybe we'll do something if this gets going, we'll do something where the top person wins something. Get something. All right, so yeah, evidently XP is just going to be a ranking thing. So, okay, well, yeah, Tyrone is still at 75. What's up? So, every week we will get more XP. And then we will come up with something for the top XP. Of course, if I just keep having the same 3 people all the time, you guys got to bring people in now so that you can have someone to compete. Because if there's only 3 of you, we're only competing with each other. So, you need to bring people in so that you can spank them down and rub your XP in their face. Because what good is it being number 1 if you can't rub it in someone's face? Like, yo. You got to have like a number 10 so you can be like, oh. All right, anyway. Let's pop over. I'm going to show you a few things that I'm working on here. Really excited about. So I'm going to be, this is ready to go. I'm basically just getting ready to do the tutorial for you. Very cool. This is Gemini CLI. This just came out here a little while ago. I mean, it's incredible. Google is giving you 100. It's like an LLM that writes your code for you, but it writes it on your computer. So you and from any file. So you could go to any app. You could go to your Rope app. You could go to any app that you've installed that has files, and you can load this up, and it will actually look at all the code. And you can say, hey, listen, what's happening in this code? What kind of code is this? Can you make this change? Can you do this? You can create your own file. I use this today to make a couple different things that I'll show you here. Let's see if we can make it over to the Discord. I used it to, oh good Lord, to make a Discord bot. And I used it to make a game bot that plays interactive fiction. If you guys know interactive fiction, that's like Zork, that kind of stuff. You know, like pick up the rock, throw it at the hairy monster, that kind of stuff, right? Here we go. Okay, so like I did a couple different things. Here's using this app, okay? I just said create this thing, creates the files, and now I've got this this bot where I can do this. Let's see. I can take play, exit. Okay, so a game exit. I'm going to go playlist. So I've got a whole bunch of different adventure games that I've downloaded. So now I can type play Lost Pig. Or play game Lost. And it will actually load up the game. Pig lost. Boss say that I. Grunk fault. Forget about closing gate. Grunk not remember forgetting, but maybe Grunk. So we can do this. I can say south. Grunt get in big trouble if Grunt go back with no pig. Okay, let's go north. So he's outside. Forest look dark. Pig probably someplace in there, but Grunt not know. Let's check our inventory. Grunk have a torch. Let's light pants on fire. Not when Grunk wearing them. Let's remove pants. Okay, pants off. Light pants on fire. Grunk set pets on fire. Grunk like fire. Raw. Okay, so the bottom line is it's a game. I use this thing to create. Now I did another bot over here on the Discord. We can just go to our general, or let's go to bots actually over here. Got Pervo hanging over here, and I can ask just someone say someone comes in and says a basic question like, which Python should I have? And look at the FAQ bot pops up, catches it, says, this might help. What version of Python should I use? At GetGoingFast.pro, we use Python 3.10. So I created a bot that actually gets people's things and creates it. So I know what you're saying. You're like, okay, great. You're showing off the stuff you did. What does it actually look like? Good question. So let's go over to here. And it looks like this. Okay, so this is the app. Okay, let's see if I can get this down so I'm still kind of on there. Okay, so this is Gemini. Okay, so you load this up. I've got the installer all ready to go. Okay, it loads up to this. All right, and then you just ask it to do what you want to do. But here's the key. You get this loaded, you put it in your environmental variables, and then you go to any folder that's on your computer and you load it. It loads up to this, but it actually loads into that folder. Okay, so I loaded it into a new folder called Discord bot that I created. Okay, and then I say, over here, this actually was one. This is a different one. This is some app. I found some file. I wasn't even sure what it was. It's just called TickTick. And I'm like, what is this file here? So I don't know if I was working on it or someone else. And I just threw it. I said, what is this code supposed to do? And can you come up with ideas to make it work well? So it goes through there. It sent it off to Google. It gives you 100 free messages a day, which is a lot. Okay. God, what is going on? And so it comes back. It says, this Python script is a Gradio application designed to generate TikTok scripts from Twitter video links. Here's a breakdown of what it does. Okay. So it goes down, shows me what it does. Here's some ideas to make it work well. It goes through all of this. And then here's the cool part. Write file, writing to requirements. It actually went in there and it changed the files. So you can see it's removing some of the stuff. It's putting new stuff in there. Okay, there's again stuff it's removing, fixing it. And so now if I go over to my file explorer, good Lord, I should have probably had this ready. Okay, now if I go over here, okay, to where the files were, it's actually made changes to it. And so I could actually run this from over here. I could look at it, even created a run.bat, okay? So I could click it and let's see what it does. Python was not found, okay, blah, blah. So let's actually ask it. Let's go back to the app. God. Wait, where are we at? I am so confused here. Okay, good Lord. All right, so let's go down here. It did a whole bunch of stuff. All this red, by the way, is stuff it removed. You can see by the negative. And then it added, it replaced it with, that's the positive. So it's actually writing this. It's actually writing this to my computer. So let's go all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to say, create a bat file that will load this properly. Okay, so now it's sending it to Google. Okay, it's taking my repository, the folder that I'm in. You can see that I'm down here in D staging TickTick. Okay, so that's where it's at. It's created a run, it created some stuff. I've created a bat file, set up environment variables, includes placeholders for this, blah, 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 open run.bat. So now it's changed. If I go back to my Explorer, it's actually changed run.bat. Okay, and you can see it just changed it right now, 341. So now if I click this, it goes and it does what it does. And it's doing it in the folder. Now, Tyrone says, we use Claude at work. The interface looks just like this. Now, here's the thing. Claude is great, But with Claude, you're taking your code, you're copying it into Claude, you're getting it, you're pasting it back. This, you're never even touching the code. You're literally just creating a repository, and it's creating it, and it's doing it itself. So let's do it. I'll show you here again. Like, let's say over here on my File Explorer, I created a little snake thing. So I just created a folder. I called it snake. All right. I open it up in the terminal. So it looked like this. Okay. And then because I put this in my environmental variable, all I did was type Gemini, and then it pops it up like this. And now I'm in the snake thing. So now I can ask it whatever I want to do about it. I can optimize it, fix it, what's this code doing, add this. So I've been playing with this all day, making these different bots. So again, I use Grok quite a lot, but with Grok, I got to take the code, throw it into Grok, and then get the code and paste it out. You don't have to ever cut your code with this. It's literally doing everything for you. And if there's a problem, you just paste it in. It goes like Google's giving you 100 free back and forths a day, which tells me that Google really wants you to use this app. And I'm going to start using this app. It's incredible. So, all right. Anyway, so that's that. I'm actually, one thing that I want to do is actually start opening up apps that I've already made and throwing it in there and saying, can you find ways to make this app better? And you can do, and it also keeps track of what it's done. So like I worked for like an hour on something, and it just kind of ran me down the back. It wasn't working. I said, all right, go back to the last working thing, and it remembered it. So it keeps a, what do you call it? It keeps a record of commits. All right. Other thing that we're going to look at here is over here. It is with Cobalt CPP, and I've been speaking with Hanky. Okay, you all know Hanky is one of the makers of KCPP. He's kind of he's the front man. Like if the band was all these sweet bass players and sweet keyboardists, Hanky's up there on the microphone, taking a drink of his beer and spitting it on the crowd. So he's kind of the front man for that. Now, let me see. I'll open this up. Essentially, what they've done is they've taken, we've been working with the new context models. And I didn't have this loaded up for us. I should have this loaded. They've taken the new context models where we can take an image of someone, basically do some in-painting, or you can blend two images together, and they've loaded it into Cobalt CPP. Now, they're using this thing down here. You can see, you can't see my mouse evidently, but see here it says load config. You see that button tweaking, and click this. And what they've done is they have created, I'm trying to see, where is this at? It's not wanting to show. Okay, anyway, they've created these files, these single files that you can load it up just by adding it into this load config. You click launch. Boy, I'm all over the place here with my windows. Okay, so that's loading up. All right, you click launch. It automatically, you don't even have to have the file. You automatically downloads the stuff that you need. So in this case, it's going to download the image files. It's going to load up the thing, and then it gives you a web UI so that you can actually use context right off the bat. All you did, it was just loaded one file. Okay, now it's not as in-depth as Comfy UI or SD Forge. There's certain stuff that they can do, but essentially they've got you working with context with just a click, with just 2 clicks, which is always the thing about Cobalt CPP. Notice it says here, the Cobalt instance seems to be running an image generation. Would you like to launch stable SUI? We'll go, yeah. So now it's going to load this up, okay? And now we can go ahead and, okay, so I actually am using the wrong version here. I have to update my Cobalt CPP, but it's going to have a version down here where you can actually load images. Let me do this again, but through a proper place here. you do need to update your Cobalt CPP, and there's an update button. So this was the wrong place I loaded. Okay, anyways, I feel like I'm kind of babbling. The bottom line here is that you can use the context model real simple. No setup. Literally just clicking a button. Okay, I'm loading it up here while we're sitting here looking like a horse's ass. So, hold on, let's just do this really quick. Load config. There we go. There we go. It's loading up again. So now there's a bunch of things I'm gonna be releasing this to you guys here in the next day or so, maybe tomorrow for 4th of July. But there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of great models that people don't know how to find, and Hank or a lot, Flex models. You can use Flex with this, all sorts of stuff. So I'm actually be creating an app that will give you access to all sorts of these things. You just click it, it's going to load into Cobalt CPP. And that's including large language models. Okay, so like GLM, we talked about GLM, which is a great programming model. Okay, we can create what's called a KCPPT file there for that as well. That all you have to do is click it and it loads. Okay, so here we go down here. Now you can see it. Reference image photo maker. So let's choose a couple files. I'm going to choose this cowgirl, and I'm going to choose me. And notice here it says 2 files. Now I'm going to say put the images from create a single scene from both images. The 2 people are kissing. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and generate it. And this is what context is. Context takes 2 images, puts them together. Okay, Malcolm just popped in. Good to see you, Malcolm. I've been using Flex 1 context this week if it's all down to the prompting. That is true. If you prompt it wrong, it won't work. You'll end up with 2 different separate images. So it's all about prompting. Now, Malcolm, you're going to like this because, again, with Cobalt CPP, this is even easier to run. Oh, man. My face is hurting so bad right now. Okay, so this is just taking a little bit of time. Oh, there it is. So it changed my face, but whatever. It put them together. Okay, so you can change your hair to be blue. I put her in a bikini playing volleyball. It did it all. So you can use context right there. So those are the 2 things I'm going to be releasing to you. Is these files. I'll be doing a stream on how to run these files, and giving you the files yourself so you can just run them, okay? They're called config files, so easy. And then we're also going to be using the Gemini thing as well, which is incredible. That's my new app. I'm actually considering paying money to Google to get an API through that because it's that good. And if I can connect it to every part of my computer and start saying do this, do that, and not even have to look at the code, why not? Okay, obviously, so it's an AI agent. Okay, and it's incredible. It's great. It's Google, right? I don't trust Google anymore. I used to really trust them back in the day. I mean, it was all out for Google. I don't trust them like I used to trust them, but there is no denying that Google is still the best when it comes to making stuff. They're just incredible with making stuff. So, okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a good 4th of July. I'm out of here. My face is still hurting. I'm hot. I want to take the dogs to the river. Thanks for hanging in there. Like I said, sorry we weren't here on Wednesday. Just kind of got ahead of ourselves there. Got kind of lost thing. But we will be back on Monday, okay, for our normal flagship project and weekly review. We'll go over all the stuff. I will be releasing this stuff here for you to play with. So have fun with it. It's going to be great. Be looking for those tutorials. We'll get that out to you, and then the following Wednesday we'll continue with our normal live Q&A. Pull people in, get them into the chat thing because we still got our people here that are gaining XP. And like I said, you need more people in here so you can rub your XP in their face and show it off. What good is it to show it off? So, all right, you guys enjoy your 4th, and we will catch you